Hey friends, Big Bob here. Time for another nice adventure of fixing things with old Big Bob. Well, first of all, I'd like to tell you what a Bob is. A Bob is one of those guys that live with a single woman. While she's at work, he doesn't do anything but play video games, smoke Newports, and drink beer, and have his buddies over all day till she comes home. Well, the only time Bob's doing anything around the house is when she threatens to put him out. And if you're a Bob long enough, at some point, you're going to get put out. I'm Big Bob, and I'm the guy that keeps you from getting put out. I'll show you how to do things around the house so you can buy a little bit of time, maybe a couple of weeks or a couple of months, and you can do something around the house to buy yourself a little time. So I'm the fix-it guy. I don't always fix them right the first time, but sometimes it's a little fun along the way. So let's get going and let's see what my old Bobette has on the old clipboard for me today. Big Bob, the dryer vent might have a lot of lint in it, and it might overheat and cause a fire. Could you clean it out today? Okay, that's what we're going to do today. Dryers. That little thing in the basement that dries your clothes cause thousands of fires across the country every year. It's caused by a couple of things. The fabric softener that you put into your dryer has a residue on it, and what that does is that residue clogs up the dryer vent and the dryer filter. And if it's let go for a long time, it will overheat and it will catch fire and cause your house to set on fire. So what we're going to do today is we're going to show you how to clean that baby out, get it nice and safe, and buy you a little time to stay in your house with your old Bobette. And here we go. I'll see you on the other side. We're here at ground zero once again. This is the dryer, and on top of the dryer there's a little door. Inside of that door leads to the lint filter. And it looks like that. As you can see, this has a lot of lint buildup on it. This has to be cleaned off. All of this lint. You can do it by hand, doesn't take a special brush or anything. But you want to get all of that lint off of there like that. Sometimes this lint comes back into the dryer system and it gets right back on your clothes. So if you leave it dirty, you've kind of defeated your purpose of washing and drying your clothes. You'd have to rinse them again to get all this crap off of there again. You don't want to have to go through that. Now this is just part one of cleaning this. This still looks like it's safe. Well, as I told you earlier, all of that dryer supplements that you use to soften your clothes and make them smell good and all of that, they carry a residue, and the residue acts like a resin. And although you can't see it, it fills in these little holes and makes kind of like a web, and it will also hold the heat from going out of your dryer. So that can also catch on fire too. So what you want to do with this after that is you want to run this through some extreme hot water to melt that residue on there to get this clean and open, to make sure that it's open. It only takes a couple of minutes to do that. Okay, I'm getting ready to wash this. Now I'm going to show you exactly what I was talking about with the residue that builds up in your dryer filter by the fabric softener or whatever you throw into your machine to make it smell good. I'll show you exactly what happens. Now, as you can see, a lot of that water, some of the water is running out, but that's also holding water. That's what I'm talking about. That's dangerous. You don't see this, and most people don't see this, and that's where they make the mistake. It continues to build up and build up and build up, and before you know it, you will have a fire. So what you want to do is run this under extreme hot water to get that open up, brush it, or whatever you got to do to clean it off, and that's what we're going to do today. All of that water should run through there. There should be no water ponding inside of this filter. What we want to do is we want to use some soap, concentrated soap. We want some extreme hot water, hot as you can stand it, because that resin needs to be loosened, and that's the only way to do it is with some hot water. You want to let that bucket fill up and let that soak in there and melt a little bit. Ooh, boy, that's pretty hot. As hot as I can stand it anyway. Okay, then what we want to do is we want to scrub this off with a scrub brush, and we want to do it on both sides. We want to give ourselves the best chance to open this baby up. You should do this at least about once a month. It's part of your monthly maintenance. Okay, and it doesn't hurt to let that soak and sit for a little while, because you want that to be nice and open. You don't want to have any problems. This is just as important as your smoke detector, trust me. Okay, we're going to give it a little test, see what we've got here. As you can see, as I'm rinsing off all of these suds, that water is going right through there. That puppy is nice and clear. There we go. That's nice and clean, and that baby won't hold any water. You may have just saved your own life doing that. We'll be right back, but first, a word from my sponsor. Well, once again, it's time to pay a few bills around here. You know, every now and then, somebody comes up with a product that they'll send to me that I'll take a look at. I was fascinated by this new book. It's called Lottery by the Weather. It's written by a guy by the name of Professor Rico von Einstein. The book has a way of telling you that there's a new scientific way and approach to come up with playing lottery numbers that actually win, and it's using the weather as a tool. That's why it's called Lottery by the Weather. It's very unique. Professor Rico von Einstein is one of the leading and also the world's only meteonumerologist. And what he is somebody that has correlated numbers and studied them with weather patterns and come up with a scientific method of approaching winning the lottery. So this is something to take a look at. Now, I know a lot of you have had dream books in your lives for years. I know I had them when I was a kid. Everybody swore by a dream book and nobody questioned it. So open your mind up and take a look at this new book called Lottery by the Weather. Lottery by the Weather by Professor Rico von Einstein, and you can get it at www.recreations.com. That's www.recreations.com. Okay, part two to cleaning this dryer also is on the back of the dryer. There's the exhaust vent where the lint goes outside. So what you want to do is take off the back vent and check and see if there's any lint and stuff in there, and if there is, you want to clean that out. I've got my little supervisor here. Here, move over there. Go over there. So you want to clean that all out. Make sure there's nothing there, and if need be, you can run a vacuum cleaner up in there and suck some of that stuff out. This looks like it's pretty clear, so we should be okay with that for now. So we want to put that baby back on. Get out of there. Get out of there, you little crazy dog. This is my supervisor. Get out of here. Well, friends, I hope the little episode about the dryer vent helped you out. As I said earlier, across the country, thousands of dryers overheat, start fires, and burn up houses, and a lot of people don't know that they can cause a problem. It's very important to clean that dryer at least once a month. Clean that filter, wash it. It's a safety precaution. It's just as important as your smoke detector in your house. A lot of people look over it, but it's very important. The dryer, remember, the dryer vent and the dryer filter. And look at the brand of things that you put into your dryer. A lot of them have that residue on it. Try to find something that's maybe non-resin or non-clogging to help your dryer system out. If you insist on putting that kind of stuff in your dryer, you got to be very careful. So, glad you enjoyed the show. I hope to hear from you. We like to get the little letters and little notes from people, asking about the show. Sometimes somebody asks, well, how come you don't keep doing the funny stuff all the time? Well, every show doesn't have or lend itself to something funny. But you can rest assured, if Big Bob can pull a piece of comedy out of it safely, he will. So anyway, send us your emails or send us your snail mail. We'll be glad to hear from you. And tell your friends about Big Bob. And we're not, we do take shameless donations. The show is self-funded, so any way you can get something to us, go ahead. Use our snail mail box. Big Bob will surely appreciate it. Well, I guess I'll be seeing you. Where's my shot of Hennessy? Damn it. I told you, whenever I get finished with the set, I want a shot of Hennessy. Damn.